60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. Fire.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation in there. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ted McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Bird to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 21. Check 3. Check 43. Check 24. Check 24. Go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Down. You ready? Right 25. Here we go. Check 4. Check 21. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He's checking crap. You draw Orton. Look, squeeze. Jim. Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 45, Devon. Check. Let's go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Smooth. Go. 45. Go.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. Ted McKinley. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
25, 25,
On second down, here's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. Space.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Block now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. Choose the mic. Gun. Switch. Hey, alert 3. Shift. Hey, white. Watch safety creeping. Hey, sprint plan. Check 3.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming. Ready.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Let's go, D. Watch the safety creep. Out. 20. Switch. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Wide. Get wide. Hatchet. 54, tough. 25 tonight.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 2nd down, it's Lindsay, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They look to throw, it's locked. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no 1st down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Evan Ingram, 93 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down and 4, Lock. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check 26, check 26. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Base. 49, 49.
On third down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Finds his tight end Ingram, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. This is Freeman on first and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31. Kill. Switch. Check. 51, Sam.
Now Ryan on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's checking. Hey, lock it.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Under pressure, and he'll go down, back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Ryan looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Check 50.
38-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Go! Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, orbit.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Go! Motion. Check, big grip.
Another run by Lindsey. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Takk McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Leo.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And no, it's is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Check the 8.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, check. Hey, check 24. Why, 25 tonight?
Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, South. Motion. 51.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tech McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Locke. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 37. Well, that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. Fighting his way through contact. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Ito Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Evan Ingram with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Some people. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Look at me. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. Finding room at the 30 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down.
Fair.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Ryan's going to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tighten up.
Hey, express!
Hey, switch gears.
Check 52.
Watch
20.
Watch the edge. Check nickel.
White. Ready, set.
Throwing again. Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
You see me?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. For Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on